So we're a healthcare organization. Risk is bad. Everything, zero harm, never do anything that could cause problems or challenges. But innovation and ideation inherently brings with it uncomfortable places, uncomfortable things to do, different types of risk. How do you balance that notion of, hey, we can't do anything that's going to be dangerous or risky with, we've got to do that, it seems, to be innovative and move to the next level?
I had a conversation with a brilliant guy, and I said, you gotta be willing to fail. And he looked at me and says, we can't fail. I can't have my company fail. The key is everyone isn't failing at the same time. We look at collective failure. It's not collective failure. It's isolated silos of the fail fast dynamic. And we have to build it in. You know, right now we define achievement by success. But if you look at Olympic athletes, their path to achievement is defined by failure. They fall, they get up and they move again. So I think you have to build it in. You know, a lot of times organizations want to have that linear perspective. They want to have 5% growth, 10% growth, year after year after year, and that model might be a little different. For example, in the context of exponential growth, where we talk about that rapid curve, the early part of that curve is actually below the line. So you'll actually see areas where you're not making your money, you're not making your revenue, you're not making your patient visits, whatever it may be. So I think that's important. For me, prototyping, failing fast, looking at ideas, and changing that sort of sluggish life science methodological pathway is going to be important.
Do you think there's a lot of bandwagoning, jumping on the bandwagon and among systems or others who think we've got to get a part of this? And
you know, George, I think that there are a lot of CEOs who are sitting up there in their big office and say, we need an accelerator. Right? So-and-so's got an accelerator. You know, the Brigham just opened up their accelerator. Cleveland Clinic, they have a whole innovation meeting. We need one of those. I think that's reactive and dangerous because what they do is they create that accelerator in the context of the generic model, which is not unique to them. I applaud the thinking. It's a great idea. We have to embrace innovation. We have to be able to, you know, track innovation through all the corridors of the office and the hospital, but it's got to be unique to your particular situation. So I think, yes, jumping on the bandwagon is probably good, but in the first 100 yards you're going to fall off and hit your head.
That's well said, well said.